and I didn't believe them until I got it put in. And the best way I can describe it after having given birth to 2 children is the cramping and the pain that comes after they put it in is comparable to having comparable to like early labor pains. Good morning, good morning. Hello, darlings. We are getting ready to have nap time. The kids are eating right now, though. I'm about to make coffee. You say good morning?
Good morning.
You say hi, Bubby?
No.
Oh, all right then. But yeah, so today we have to go get Natalya some shoes because she outgrew her size. So we're gonna go get her like a pair or 2 of shoes. And then back to the old grind with packing. So that's pretty much gonna be our day. I'm gonna take them to the park too because they're getting a little wild and crazy with all the packing and not being able to have as much of my attention. So we're gonna go to the park, spend some good quality family time. Ooh, look at them. Do you like them?
Mhm.
Yeah, they're super cute, huh?
Mhm.
Where are we going?
For the park.
Yeah. You wanna go play?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Hey guys, so we just got back from the park and getting Natalya's shoes. And that was a lot of fun. The kids had a blast, but it was a lot of walking. We left at maybe 1 and just got back. It's like 4, so I've been walking around that whole time. And that was fun, but I had the kids go hop in the shower because they were in that sand pit and it was gross. I don't know why parks have those things, but they just feel like a breeding ground for everything disgusting. Bugs, germs, ringworms, all that. And so I didn't want the kids to get anything, so I was like, as soon as we're getting home, you are hopping in the shower ASAP. But since I have the time, I thought now would be a good time to talk about my IUD. So for those of you who don't know, well, most of you probably don't know the inner workings of my body, so I will backtrack. We were on the pill, and then I was on the shot, and then we went back to the pill, and after going back to the pill, I decided that it wasn't really a long-term investment that I was willing to make. So we decided to go ahead and get the IUD, and that'll be in for about 5 years. And I really like that. If we want to have kids in 5 years, we can revisit, have that conversation. If not, pop another one in and keep it moving. But something that I'd heard, and when I was reading, people said that it was very painful to get it put in. Very painful. And I didn't believe them until I got it put in. And the best way I can describe it after having given birth to 2 children is the cramping and the pain that comes after they put it in is comparable to having comparable to like early labor pains. Now, granted, every woman is different and blah blah blah, but I have a pretty high pain tolerance. Like, I can take a lot before I like go ow or start crying or whatever. I gave birth to my son naturally, no nothing, just popped him out. My daughter, I did have an epidural, but that was only after hour 24. So it was very painful, and that was last Thursday, so we're close to a week now, and the pain has definitely died down. So the first 3 days were really bad, but then after that it was a little bit calmer. The pain was less frequent, even though it was still painful at the time. It was less frequent, and now I really only get back like cramps. and that's every once in a blue moon. I'll just go, oh, my back feels really tense right now. So that's what it was like getting my IUD. The insertion was great. The woman, I'll insert a clip here of the tools that she used and kind of what the room looked like. So it was very, very terrifying, but also comforting, because if you look at the tools, they're like huge and very long. And you're like, what is that for? But when I got in, she talked me through the process, told me what was going to happen, asked me if I had any questions. We kind of talked about those, and then she, was like, okay, lay down, we're going to do this. And first thing she did was measure to see how far back she needed to go so that she wouldn't pierce my uterus with the IUD. And then after that, she put the IUD in. There were some other things that happened that I don't really remember or know what happened, but there was pinching and other stuff. And as she was doing it, she also told me, hey, okay, brace yourself. You might feel this, you might feel that. There were times where I definitely felt it, and there were times where I didn't feel anything at all, even though she said you might feel some pain here. So I think it's just different for every woman. Each woman has to figure out what's best for them, what works for their body, because for me, the pill didn't work. The shot, although I did like the convenience of it, kind of, you have to go back every 3 months. It wasn't good for my mental health, and it made me gain a ton of weight. So I just wasn't down with that. The pill is fine, but you have to remember to take it every single day at the exact same time, and that is not conducive to having 2 toddlers and a completely crazy schedule. So I will keep you guys updated on how this is going, and if you want, you can go to darlingmoody.com, and I am going to have a post up kind of about my IUD, and I will continue to update it as things happen, because the doctor or midwife did let me know that it is going to take about 8 months for my body to fully adjust to having it in. So I'll continue to keep you guys updated, let you know what it's like. But if any of you do have an IUD, go ahead and leave in the comments below what the process was like for you and what made you go ahead and decide to get one. If you don't have one, go ahead and leave any questions, comments, concerns, and I will not answer those because I'm not a healthcare professional, but I can refer you to some sites that I use to get my information on them, as well as tell me what you're using for contraception, because I do think all women need to think about it, whether you are active or not. It is something that you should consider and be thinking about in your daily lives. But yeah, so I wasn't planning on vlogging anymore, but I just went to go wake John-Marc up for dinner, and I will show you. Someone is in here butt naked. We're gonna end the vlog here, so if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, and I will give you some time right now. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Great job. And I guess we will see you in the next vlog. Say bye.
Bye.
Buddy, say bye-bye.
Daddy, do you want to say bye?
John-Marc. Say bye-bye.
Daddy, can you say
Say
bye?
bye, Daddy.
Hit that mother blogging like button.
Woo! Well, there you have it.